We are live. Welcome back. This is Nuke the House. Head on over, nukethehouse.com. Become a member for the best in live betting and sports gambling information. I'm here today with Tyler Hicks. And Tyler, I'm looking to make a bounce back, man. 0-3 yesterday. How disappointed was I? And the fact that we left that easy OKC winner on the board. Did you watch any NBA last night, and what were your takeaways?
I didn't. I had to go to work last night, so didn't have
Well,
many
you didn't
eyes
miss
on the
much.
game. Yeah, I was box score checking, though, so I did see the Pistons were able to blow out the Spurs. That game was going one of two ways, and it went that way.
Yeah.
And then I seen, what was it, the late game? What was it? I'd have to go back and look. I was busy at work last night.
Blazers, Cavs,
Yeah, the Cavs, I seen Mobley was able to get his double-double in the end, and they ended up
I
covering
think he got a
that game.
triple-double.
Did he get a triple-double?
I know he got 12 rebounds for you, so that bet hit.
Yeah. I seen Kat and Josh Hart got triple-doubles on the Knicks. Pretty impressive. That's Tibbs running his starters, though. And then our little three-team parlay cashed, Magic, Thunder, and Rockets.
All right. Well, let's dive in today. And just like yesterday, I don't mind skipping over these games. And I'm pretty sure we should just skip the very first one. It's the Washington Wizards. They're taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. If you got an angle on this, God bless you. But I don't really – both teams are trying to lose. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem like something I'm interested in betting in. I ran numbers. If you want to see my projections, they're on nukethehouse.com. But other than that, Tyler, are you ready to just move on? Do we have anything to say about this game?
Quentin Grimes points props, maybe. It's maybe it.
Okay.
If you want to play the game with betting a 30 plus at 2-1, maybe 35 plus at 5-1. Mm-hmm. He's going to shoot all the shots for Philly, but outside of that, I don't want anything to do with this game.
All right, let's keep it moving. This game's much more interesting. And Tyler, this line is flipped. I wrote this up after we finished the rundown yesterday. And at that time, the Los Angeles Lakers were catching 1.5. Now they're laying 1.5 in Indiana, taking on the Pacers. I ran my projections. I have an edge on the Pacers, although to be fair, obviously the data is a little bit incomplete on the Lakers with them recently trading for Luka and then LeBron being in and out of the lineup. So don't necessarily want to trust them. Want to know your thoughts there before I get involved. But I like Indiana's side. To me, it's Indiana or pass. If you think I should stay away, I'm fine with that too, because Los Angeles has traditionally done well against Indiana. It doesn't surprise me. I think Los Angeles can get vulnerable to size now, especially without Davis. And Indiana doesn't really have the size to trouble them. However, if Indiana is going to give them trouble, it's because they're so much younger and faster. I think if this game goes over, it makes me like the Pacers bet a little more. And the Lakers have been kind of susceptible to, they go over against the high-paced teams and they go under against the low-paced teams. So they let the other team dictate the tempo. Maybe that's another advantage that Indiana has. I lean towards the Pacers. That's who I wrote up when I was writing this game up. But that line move, it kind of threw me off here. Are you surprised to see the Lakers are favored now, and how are you approaching this?
No, I mean, it's the Lakers. So were you ever surprised to see their line move in their favor?
I mean, I just thought that there'd be some injury news to correlate, and I don't see anything. I mean, there's no one on the Indiana injury report.
You gotta think it's the fact that how many games have they lost in a row now? Like they're on a bad losing streak.
It's only three losses in a row.
It's only 3 losses spread, but when this all started, they were the 2 seed in the West.
Yeah, now they're down to 4. Are they down to 5?
They're down to 5, and they are only 2.5 games ahead of the Warriors for the 6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
3 games.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that dud.
3 games ahead of the Clippers and the Timberwolves for the 7 and 8 seed.
Yeah,
they can't lose many more games before this gets ugly and they're towards the bottom. So
yeah, we go back to the old adage though: if you must win, you must not be that good. I mean, I'm not.
They dealt with injuries. LeBron was out.
Stay ahead of Milwaukee too, and I know that Milwaukee got that bad news. But if I'm Indiana, Milwaukee's still going to be a tough out. Giannis is better than anyone we have on their team. I want home court in that Game 7 if that is the series.
I mean, they beat them last year in the same situation. They're going to luck box another Milwaukee matchup where one of the stars is missing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Dame could potentially be back for the playoffs. Let's see how that turns out.
Hopefully,
but 4 weeks.
I think this is an LA spot. I think they match up well. I think it took
I did
a
vow
couple
to
games.
listen to you, so I will stay off the Pacers then.
It took a couple games for LeBron to get worked back in. We know how that goes. So
Mm-hmm.
they were already losing. He comes back. They lose a couple more. I think this is the spot where they rebound and they go back to winning games. I don't hate betting like a Luka triple-double in this spot, or if you just want to be safe and go the double-double route. Luka double-double and wins plus 175. The triple-double and win is plus 630. So take my shots on those today.
All right. And true to the theme of the show, dude, I want to skip two tanking teams facing off. Toronto Raptors. I mean, if Scotty Barnes is playing well, he gets pulled. Brooklyn Nets. I mean, they've already ruled everybody out.
Do these teams just take turns with who's out and who's in? Because when we just broke down the Brooklyn game, Cam Johnson was playing and D'Angelo Russell was out, and now they flip-flopped.
Yeah, now they swapped. Yeah, that's
And
kind of what
on
they're doing.
the Toronto side, Boucher, Ingram, and I believe quickly all played, and Barrett was out, and so was Abaji. And now the opposite three are out, and Barrett and Abaji are playing. Seems like
they're
just taking
trying
turns.
to avoid getting fined.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's very annoying to watch, though. So I agree. Let's just pass this entire game.
All right, Tyler, this next game I wanted to bet, and we missed the line. I wanted the Clippers against the Knicks so bad, but it was -2 last night. It's out to 4.5. I think that line move is correct. But I don't like it at 4.5. But to me, it's Clippers or pass here. Clippers have been playing excellent basketball. If you go over their last 10 games, they have the 4th highest net rated in the league. Kawhi Leonard's looking better than he has in years. And I know that James Harden's on the injury report, but he's been one of the most durable players in the league. You know, it's funny, we talk about this load management, and we love to get on Russ and Harden, you know, and they're always the butt of the jokes on Twitter, but those guys show up to play every single night. I like the Clippers here, not at this new number. Also, since I know they posted to 2, and I know that, I mean, I hope I get home in time, but as you guys can see, I'm not at home right now. I think that I can find a 2 live, right? If New York just hits a jumper to open the game, I can get in at that number that I want. So I want the Clippers, but it's not going to be a pregame bet because the line move is correct.
No, I agree with you. I mean, it's a good spot. I think it's a good spot to fade the Knicks. They were able to pick up the win last night playing a much worse team. They're still without Brunson. They're still without McBride. So Cam Payne's going to be your point guard. Now, they more than likely don't put Cam Payne on James Harden. Cam Payne probably guards Chris Dunn. Mm-hmm. But James Harden could still have a big game in this matchup because Kawhi's going to draw some of the better wing defenders in Anunoby and Hart. Maybe Towns steps out to the 3 line to try and pull Zubac out, but I think I'm going to go back to just a double-double bet like we did last night. James Harden's plus 140 to double-double in this game. Knicks on a back-to-back. Maybe the defense lessens up here, so I'll take a Harden double-double shot here.
And one of the problems with Thibodeau's running his starters in the ground is they've always had a terrible back-to-back record. So fading the Knicks on the back-to-back has always been profitable. Like I said, though, the whole market's on it. I'll wait, and I'll try and at least get that -2. Tyler, we talked about the Bucks. We talked about them missing one of their star players, and that, of course, is Damian Lillard. And you know, we hope that he's doing well as he's on some blood thinners right now as they found a blood clot in his leg. I know Wembanyama's out for the year, but there are no playoff chances. Dame could potentially come back for the playoffs, but he'll definitely be out tonight. Giannis is out tonight. The line is 10. I think it's too much. I wouldn't lay it with Denver. I kind of considering Milwaukee, but my favorite play is in the next game. And I don't necessarily feel like I have to get involved. I just did the wagering world. We got a bunch of action for the Final Four tomorrow. You know, and I haven't been off to this blazing hot start since I came back. Lean Bucks plus 10, but don't love it. What do you think?
I probably wouldn't bet the Bucks here. I mean, yeah, you can go the superstar subtraction route, but like Dame's out, Giannis is out, Bobby Portis is out. That is your first 3 options. Like, at what point is this not?
Yeah, I know. That's why it could just be one of those ones where it's just too much. But and technically, superstar subtraction is one guy missing.
At the
and
same
the rest
time,
of the guys are in there.
4 of the 5 starters for Denver are all game time decisions. Jokic, Gordon, Porter, and Braun.
Yeah.
They might sit all their guys. They might punt this game. I think the only thing I can click in this game would be Jokic triple-double at plus 140.
Yeah, no,
good matchup.
Waited if he doesn't play.
The defense shouldn't be that good for the Bucks. If he plays, I think he should get his triple-double. So that's what I would bet here is just Jokic triple-double at plus 140.
I mean, I want to play the Bucks, but this is the starting lineup. Ryan Rollins, Gary Trent. Which Prince is this? Torian Prince?
Yeah, that's Torian Prince, the former Laker.
Oh,
the one that Darvin Ham loves.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma and Brook Lopez is the starting lineup. So
just click Jokic triple-double. If he doesn't play, you get voided. If he plays, he more than likely crushes the spot.
And lean the Bucks, but I mean, just like this last game, you could probably get plus 15 at some point.
Yeah, I just don't like playing these teams once the stars are out at this point in the year. It just feels like these spots are just punt games. I just don't care.
Right? I mean, like the 10 looked pretty attractive with San Antonio on a 3-game winning streak last night, and they lose by 30. I mean, it didn't even feel like at any point they were going to cover.
No.
I mean, they cut it to 18. You know, I could see that happening as well. So let's get to the play that I love, Tyler. And the line moved with me, and it's not off injury news. I'm taking the Phoenix Suns plus 5, Tyler. I'm taking the Phoenix Suns plus 5. I know they're going against the NBA champions, but we saw Jason Tatum roll his ankle on Monday night. Now, maybe this line moved because most people thought he was going to be out. He's still doubtful. Maybe he gets out there. But this is, we bet the schedule and we bet motivation. Celtics have won plenty of games on this road trip so far. If they drop this one and head on home, they don't care. Guess what? They're going to be the number 2 seed no matter what. Knicks aren't catching them, and they're not catching Cleveland. So they are playing out. That's why we see Sam Hauser going off, right? Because Missoula is trying to get some of these role players involved, trying to get some of these guys in the lineup that might, be called upon in the playoffs and get them some meaningful reps. I don't think they're too worried about winning this game. Then you look at Phoenix. They need this game. Kevin Durant is too old to wait around and say, let's get him next year, guys. He's going for it right now. He's up, 42 against Milwaukee, 38 against Cleveland. I might have those numbers mixed up. Well, my point is he's averaging 40 points a game over the last 2 home games. The Suns have won, 34 games this season? 23 of them are at home. They've been a really good home team, really terrible road team. I think Phoenix is going to give it their all, and I think Boston could not care less. I think that I did that properly. But this is the only play, Tyler, that I don't think you can talk me off of. I want Phoenix plus 5 here. It was 3.5 yesterday when I wrote it up, and I like it even more at this number.
You might hate me for this take, but I don't think I could bet this game. Like, if you want to put it up there, it's all you. You're on your own.
I'm putting it up.
I hate fading these teams that are just well-oiled machines with teams that just can't get out of their own way.
Right.
Durant's playing lights out, but that's pretty much it for this team. Like Gillespie, Ryan Dunn, Nick Richards, or your other guys around Booker. Like it just smells like disaster waiting to happen. Could they cover? Of course. But I don't think I could bet Phoenix.
All right. Looks like I'll be on my own. And that didn't work out well for me yesterday.
Anytime Tyler. Phoenix wins a couple, then they drop a couple. Like they just can't get out of their own way.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm going to ride this hot streak, and one of the streaks has to end. Celtics have won 6 in a row. Suns have won 4 in a row. But I just think the Suns, I think you're going to see one team give it their all and one team kind of treat it like a meaningless regular season game. So I'm on Phoenix. That's my best bet for the day.
Here's the thing about them.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, here's the thing about Boston just going through the motions with a regular season game. It probably still means they shoot like 53s.
They went through the motions against.
They're going to shoot
Sacramento
the entire game.
Yeah. I just think this is a great opportunity for them to just, they roll over Utah. They roll over Portland. They roll over Sacramento. They come in. Like I said, even if they lose, does it matter? Does it really matter? It doesn't affect them at all. That's why I'm surprised Tatum's even – I'm like, they have to be messing with us. Why would you even consider playing him?
No.
You're the number 2 seed in the East. Well, yeah. Anyways, so I'm on the Suns. You're a little hesitant, but at least the people watching the show know why. So my best bet is Suns plus 5. Your best bet for the day, Mark Lewis says, great call on the Mobley double-double. So, Tyler, the people are looking to you for another winner.
We'll go Jokic triple-double tonight. I think he's well rested. He's in a good matchup. You're getting plus money on it again. I think he puts up a good stat line tonight for us.
All right, and I think the only way that doesn't happen is if he doesn't play, and in which case you'll be a nice crisp refund right at the beginning of the game. So there you have it for us, guys. Let's be honest, these slates are ugly right now. I mean, this is a terrible time for me to jump back into doing content for the NBA. Even consuming other people's content, there's not a lot of good stuff going on if we want to talk about the games. If we want to talk about the drama and Giannis thinks that LeBron thinks that Giannis can score 250 points in the 70s, which is the most stupid thing I've ever heard. You got plenty of content. But if you actually just want to watch these basketball games and break them down, it's a tough time in the league, man. There's no reason for the season to be going this long. We know who's good. We know who sucks. And, other than a couple awesome matchups here or there, it's been kind of tough sledding trying to find some entertaining games to break down. Tyler, I looked ahead to the slate tomorrow. Not really that much to be excited for either. Maybe they know they're going against March Madness right now, so that's why they just said, "Oh, these teams."
Oh yeah, the weekend slates are going to suck for the next couple weeks.
But I thought they were going to dial it back. They're still putting tomorrow night's an 8-game slate.
I bet you there are a lot of meaningless games on that slate.
It's terrible. Let me look ahead. I'll just do it real quick. I know the Lakers play the Bulls, and they'll be on a back-to-back. We'll see who they play. San Antonio plays Cleveland. I mean, I guess when they scheduled it, if Wemby was still in there, it'd be somewhat interesting, but that's a garbage matchup. Dallas plays Orlando. I mean, at least both those teams are playing hard. Okay, cool. Indiana plays Washington. Washington's not trying to win. Memphis plays OKC. I mean, technically, OKC still wants to get the number 1 seed overall. Memphis has been terrible. Did you see the little drama going around with Desmond Bane pushing Santi Aldama?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they haven't been playing well lately.
I mean, they won by like 50 yesterday.
Even if the Thunder don't care, it still seems like they'll win. They'll get the easy win. Will they cover? I don't know, because they'll probably be laying 8 to 9 points. But I'm not too interested in that game. Houston plays Utah. Utah's not trying to win. And Portland's playing Sacramento. At least both those teams are trying to win, and just neither of them are very good. So not a very good schedule, but we'll be here. We'll break it down. I'm hoping we're at 4 p.m. Eastern again. That's what we're scheduled for now. And if something comes up, I'll let you know, and we'll hit it just a little bit later. Final words, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ugly slate, but I think we found a couple winners. Bet that Jokic triple-double, bet the Suns, and see how the night goes.
Sounds good, buddy. I will. Man, I wanted to play that Clippers game too. So disappointed. So, all right. We will see you guys tomorrow. Nuke the house.